Hello everyone, welcome back to Gent Watches, and today if I look stressed, it's because I am. It's because we are going to be finishing Ultra Romantic today. I remember when this season started, and I just had that comforting feeling of, we have 13 weeks of Kaguya-sama. Like, that's months of my life. And now we are here on the 12th week, because they ended up double dropping the last two episodes. We're here on the 12th week and it's ending now, and this is so sad for me. I mean, not ending as in the show's gonna be over, because the manga it still has quite a bit to go, so like quite a bit from this point in the anime to go. I think there's like 2 or 3 more seasons of content at least, so it's not about saying goodbye to the anime necessarily, just saying goodbye to this season for a while, because Kaguya-sama is such an important show to me. It is so funny and cute and well written, and it's just I'm just gonna be so sad to not have a new one every week, but that's the way the cookie crumbles. So today they double dropped. Well, they said that it was going to be an hour episode coming out this week. Obviously what they meant was they're just putting the last 2 episodes out in the same week. So on Crunchyroll it's put as 2 separate episodes. I thought, should I do 2 separate videos of it? I think I'm not gonna do that. I think, you know, everyone's here for both episodes probably, and most people are gonna watch both episodes at the same time, so I'm just gonna put them both in one video. What I might try to do is do it in my regular format as if it was 2 videos, but just put it into one. So I'll do this introduction, then I'll do the reaction to episode 12, and then a quick discussion on episode 12's events, then episode 13, then quick discussion on, well, and then a final discussion on Kaguya-sama as a whole. So this might be quite a long video, so I guess I apologize for that, but I mean, come on, long videos are good. You know, long videos are good, they're great. So yeah, this is gonna be quite a difficult video for me to get out, because it's gonna take more editing than a regular video would take, and it will, if it's longer, it'll take longer to upload. And I also try to get these videos up quickly because these are seasonal videos. So yeah, so please make sure to support the video, because there's a little bit more work put into this video than normal ones, because it's a double drop and it's the final episode of the season. So if you have been following me watching Kaguya-sama, or if you're new to this channel, thank you for coming back for this final episode. I love this show very, very much, and so I put all of my love into discussing this show. I put so much of my thought process into it, and I rewatch this show all the time, so hopefully I'll be able to pick up on anything that happens. If in this episode we have events that sound like that are as important as the show has been building them up to be, then that is going to be incredible, and I might have 1,000 things to say about it. So so if you're interested in hearing those thoughts, stick around to my discussions at the end. And please, if you enjoy the video, I would like for you to like the video, comment down below telling me that you enjoyed it, subscribe to the channel. All these things are things that really, really help the channel grow. And so I would just be super, super, super appreciative if you could do that, especially in these final episodes, and subscribing especially, because after this, you know, even if you're like, oh, Kaguya-sama's done, probably not interested in anything else he's doing, you can check out the rest of my channel, see if there's anything I'm doing right now that you're interested in. If not, subscribing is a good way to find out in the future if I end up posting something in the future that you might be interested in. Or when the next season of Kaguya-sama comes out, hopefully I'll still be doing videos, and we'll be doing that video or reactions to that anime as well. So I'm kind of stalling for time here, because this is one of those moments where I don't really want to click play, because that means we'll be going towards the end, and I'm tearing up just thinking about getting toward the end of this episode, because these episodes feel so important, like even more so than just a regular season finale. But these ones are so important, so very, very, very nervous, but extremely excited. So this is Kaguya-sama Season 3, episode 12. Here we go. Aww. Trying to stay strong, yeah. Oh my god. She was pretty convincing on that congratulatory speech, though. She's taking it better than I expected. Okay, come on, Ayasaka. Yeah, I mean, she likes that side of him, the hard-working part. Oh. You just start dating. Yeah. Yep. Wow. Really? Wow, that is awesome. That's not the way you do it. Come on. You got this. Yeah, it's gotta be yours. Yeah, nail it on your first try. Hayasaka's making sure there's no misunderstandings. Machine translated. Yeah. It doesn't need to be entertaining, it's fine. Oh. Oh. Man, this makes me be in love with Shirogane. Oh. Oh, Hayasaka, good girl. Great job. Where is he? Where is he? Oh. Oh yeah, I'm wondering how they're going. Oh, she looks cute in that. Don't be embarrassed. No, it's great. I hate these rumors still following him. Oh, he's so nervous. I would be too. Grab his hand. Uh-huh. Okay. Oh. Oh, this is so mature. Oh, that's right. I forgot that he didn't know he'd confessed. I'd forgotten. Oh no. Whoa! That's insane. Until March? He has to wait until March to know? Nah, she's got to figure it out soon. Oh, is he figuring it out? He's put it all together. Aww. Oh, she looks so cool. Yeah, that's kind of scary. Okay, she hit it. Ooh, Phantom Thief. Oh! Oh! He's Arsene? I guess that makes sense. Aww. Dual Confessions Part 1. Wow, Chica. Damn, Chica? The detective who couldn't figure out who Kaguya was in love with all this time is able to figure this out. That's true. Masculine in Greek. Like end of season 1. He had to find her. Now she has to find him. Oh. Good job, Shinomiya. Yeah. He's not accepting the money. It's such a simple hang up. It's fine. You don't have to drink the coffee. Yeah. Oh no. Oh. Oh my gosh, the time limit is his embarrassment. Yeah. Oh. Brilliant. Oh my god. Thank God I don't have to wait a week to watch this next episode. Okay, here's the center discussion where I discuss episode 12, but we will be moving on to episode 13 right after this discussion. So I'll try to make this one a quick discussion and discuss the entire thing at the end, but I'll just go over some things that I really liked about it. And this is a good chance for me to take a breather so that I don't have to take this all in at once, that I can, you know, recover a little bit from that stuff. So we'll quickly talk about Ishigami and Tsubame, because those two are so cute, and I'm so impressed with Tsubame's character. The way she's written is so great, because she's a very intelligent girl, and she's like intelligent in a very different way to someone like Kaguya, Kaguya's intelligent in a certain way and she's intelligent in a certain way, and Miko is intelligent in a certain way, right? These are three different characters that are all very intelligent in completely different ways. Hell, you could even say Chika is intelligent in a certain way as well. So but the way that Tsubame's intelligence is written, she's very in touch with herself and other people's emotions, and the way that she's in touch with it, like she knows how much she can take and who she is. She's self-aware. And I love that she knows that. She reminds me a lot of like the sort of person that I aspire to be, and so that maybe that's a part of the reason that I love her so much. And I mean, she's becoming genuinely one of my favorite characters in the show. Which, I mean, she was introduced in season 3, basically. I mean, she was introduced in season 2, but she got focus in season 3, and so like they didn't give me much time to get attached to her, and yet here I am gushing about her in an episode where we just watched Shinomiya and Shirogane about to confess to one another. But I love the way she thinks, and the way that she just like the way that beforehand she was like, I don't want to get into a relationship because I know that I always fall too deep in relationships, and then I'm just going to be using it as an excuse constantly to hold myself back from other stuff. Very intelligent way to think, very just amazing. And then now she's like, I can't give you an answer right now, and I don't want to keep you waiting forever, and I don't want you to be held up by me, so you tell me what's my time limit. And and I assume the unspoken thing was, if we reach, like, if he said like, okay, I'll give you a week, then in a week, like, she would try to get to know him in a week, and then if in a week she still didn't know, she would say, I'm sorry, I don't know, so the answer's probably gonna be no, because like you should move on with your life without me if I still can't decide at this time. But ideally in that week she would work her best to actually be able to give him an answer, which is either no, because after this week I still don't think I'm like 100% in on this, or yes, because in this week I got to know you and blah blah blah. But he said March because he thought they were just talking about seeing flowers. So March is a long time. I can see them actually sticking to that March goal, because if Kaguya and Shirogane do get together, then that gives us another couple to root for, another couple that do clearly like each other, because it seems like Tsubame's warming up to him so much, and I love it. I'm so warm inside. But I can also see them like him coming up to her and saying like, I just realized what's going on and I don't know if I can wait that long, or her saying, I know we said we'll wait until March, but I don't want to wait until March, I want to tell you now. I could see that happening as well. Okay, I'll quickly go over the other things. Crazy that they had a detective story to like sort of conclude this arc, and the detective story is kind of just like, it's not about the clues, it's about who would put these kinds of clues in place. So the clues actually don't mean anything, but who do we know that would do something like this? That would be Shirogane. I love that that there's a time limit on it because of Shirogane's embarrassment building up now, because normally he does something really cool and then he gets super embarrassed about it later. And I love that it says like they've lost their greatest weapons. Like Shirogane, all the sort of swagger and the confidence and the in the moment spontaneity that he had, like the quick thinking on his feet that he had, it's starting to wear off now, and it's always worn off through the entire series, which is incredible that it's led up to this point now, and it's getting to the end. It's basically worn off, so he's going into this fully flustered. He just spent the entire culture festival being this cool guy. Now it's completely wearing off. And Shinomiya is all about planning. She always plans in advance, with the umbrella thing when she was checking the bikes, with the putting the movie tickets under the table, with trying to get Shirogane to get a phone by having all the people advertise phones around him and all of that. She's always about planning, non-stop planning. Whenever she has to improvise in the moment, she leaves it to Hayasaka. She doesn't have Hayasaka right now, and her plan fell apart immediately. She doesn't have the heart and she doesn't have the coffee. Those are the two things that she needed for this plan to work, like to the proper way that it was supposed to work. So she's gonna go in there and just improvise. He's going in and improvising without his improvisation skills. They're both at their most vulnerable. It is very well written. I am so constantly impressed with Arca's writing in this series. So impressed, and this is incredible. So I think that's all I need to say before I get on to the final episode of Ultra Romantic. So let's just, I'm so nervous. I'm going to pause the recording and just take a drink of water and just stand up, stretch out, and get ready for this final episode. Here we go. Final time hearing this OP. Yeah! Oh my god, she's so cute. Yeah, you can't confess to her a second time, my man. Oh! Oh. I was thinking the heart was too much of a Chekhov's gun for it to just drop. Oh. Wow, what a camera movement on that shot. Beautiful. Oh, giving her the cape. That's so cute. Oh. Uh-huh. What? What are you doing? Whoa. Whoa! Oh my god. Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. That's one of the reasons he was so determined to get the balloon art right. Get her to solve it. Wow. All this planning. Oh, did he write the campfire message? I thought they implied that Miko did it. Whoa! Oh. But can she do it? Ayasaka's having to keep calm. Oh. Getting Momo's help, wow. Huh? Oh. Uh-huh. Oh my god. I did not see this coming. I was thinking that. Wow! Okay. Okay. Oh my god. Maki, come on. Aww. Oh. Kashiwagi. Kashiwagi's so sweet. Oh my god. Really? Oh, Miko. This was what you wanted. What? Ishigami, be careful. It looks like you're confessing your love. It's being passed around a lot. Oh, that's why he was recording it. I was wondering why he was recording it. Yeah, you should have. Oh my god, an Ishigami Miko bonding moment. Season 1 ED song? Are they gonna see? Oh my god. Oh, Miko. Oh. This song. I love this song. Oh my god. I mean, you can't misinterpret that, can you? Oh my god. Oh my god, they kiss. Oh! Mm-hmm. Oh, Hayasaka. Wow, Spy Family mentioned that the other week as well. She's suddenly the expert. Oh my god. I can't believe I'm seeing Kaguya like this. Yeah, they watched that firsthand. Did she learn how to kiss from watching Kashiwagi? She's in cute Kaguya mode permanently. That was a cool animation. Oh my god. There's a short after credit scene, it looks like. Back to the status quo. Happy Life Game 2, nice. Oh. That's all I needed. That's all I needed. It's a black screen, which means it's over. Stop it. It's over. Okay. It's written in such a way that it's not what you expected it to be necessarily, you know. But I mean, I think it's. I'm so curious about the future seasons. The fact that this is the last episode is so extra sad now, because the amount that I want to know how much their dynamic has changed now, and what exactly it is that they are thinking about and feeling and doing, how they're gonna be with each other now, because as Shinomiya said, they didn't confess, like, not verbally. They did a grand showing of love for one another, and then they kissed, but neither of them said the words. So so like, you know, what's gonna happen? Because look, I know the manga is called Kaguya Wants to Be Confessed To. It's not called Kaguya-sama's Lover's War. It's called Kaguya Wants to Be Confessed To. And so you could have it so that the series continues with the conceit staying the same and the title still making sense. Kaguya Wants to Be Confessed To. She still hasn't technically been confessed to. But you can't go back to the status quo after this, and neither of them can deny their feelings for one another because they kissed. All I wanted, like, when the credits were rolling, I was very satisfied, but I was also very unsatisfied, because I was like, I want to make sure that, like, when they go back, it will be somewhat coupley, you know. They will be somewhat like a couple, and then they were holding hands, comfortably holding hands, like it was natural. And I think that is all I needed to see to be able to hold me off until season 4. But oh my god. The thing that blew me away in this episode was the amount of camera movements there were. Like, the amount of, like, pans and I forgot what they're called. But, yeah, like, the amount of, like, weird, like, dolly shots, like, rotating around characters and stuff. They did that a lot in this episode. That's not easy to pull off. Those are hard shots to do. And they did it a lot in this episode, and it really helped with the finale feel, you know? I mean, the narrator at the end said the end, right? I sure hope that doesn't mean the anime is planning to stop here. That would be heartbreaking if the anime plans to stop here, because I want to see this anime, like, go to the end. I want it to go all the way until the manga's done. I don't want them to stop. I know this seems like, oh, this is the perfect ending for this sort of story, possibly. No. The manga has more, so I want to see more. I want to see. I also, as, like, I love romances, romance anime mostly, but one of my sort of pet peeves, and one of the things that I find kind of unsatisfying, I still like it, but I find it kind of unsatisfying, is when the romance story ends with the characters getting together. Because I don't want it to end without them getting together. That's not good. But I want them to get together at about the 70% mark, maybe, you know? I want a good portion of story after they're together. And for Kaguya-sama, I have said since I started watching this show that this show is, in my mind, if I was writing this show, it would be perfect for post-confession shenanigans. Because firstly, they've got a lot of well fleshed out characters, and those fleshed out characters have their own goals. Right now, we have Ishigami and Tsubame's relationship. There's more story to tell there, so the main confession stuff isn't the main plot line. Secondly, if this is a show about love mind games, when better to play mind games with someone than when they're your partner? Post-dating mind games can be just as fun as pre-dating mind games. Absolutely. And if you wanted to make the goal of the series, like, if you wanted to change the goal, so the first goal is for them to confess to each other, the second goal is for them to get married, that is a viable end game, in my opinion. I don't think the show's gonna do exactly that. I don't see this show getting to the marriage point, or if it does get to the marriage point, it would be a time skip and then marriage, but it won't be like a build up to the proposal and stuff. But that's what I think I would do personally if I was Aka. Now, I'm not Aka, and Aka is an incredible writer, and so he probably knows his own story. He definitely knows his own story better than I do, and what he does, I love giving autonomy to the writers and letting the writers do what they want with their story and not getting too upset by the decisions that they make, because ultimately it's their story in the end. They're just deciding to tell it to us, so we should take what we can get. But I'm saying, if I was writing Kaguya-sama Lovers War, I would absolutely have the confession be at the halfway point of the series, and the rest of the series is basically, it's kind of like doing a reboot of the series, but this time with new goals and new dynamics, and that would be so much fun. So I hope that's what they're doing. I better not discuss each topic for too long, because I don't want this video to be 2 hours long. Miko and Ishigami had the moment that I was hoping for them to have. You know, I have wanted those two characters to have some amazing moments, and they have some nice moments for sure, but this one probably takes the cake as, like, yeah, their nicest moment, where, I mean, poor Miko, she works so hard for this campfire, and then she doesn't even get to see it. But I think what we found out at the end there was, like, what she loved was the atmosphere of the campfire. Like, it's not the warmth of the campfire. It's not the fact that she's, you know, close to this, you know, raging inferno, or the beauty of the campfire. She loves the atmosphere that it creates. And that's what she was missing out on. And Ishigami gave her a piece of that atmosphere by showing her that video. So, I mean, incredible. They've set up a pretty big Chekhov's gun in this episode by having Kaguya drop the little key ring. Then Ishigami picked it up, and then Ishigami handed it to Miko, and now Miko has it. What's that about? Like, I'm really curious what they're setting up with that, because you don't do that accidentally. I sincerely doubt that the purpose of that was just to show where the keyring went. I don't think they would have gone into all that effort to show where it went. It wouldn't have mattered if the whole point was that that Kaguya didn't have the keyring anymore. Then they could have shown it, you know, they could have shown it like falling down a drain. They could have shown it being kicked by something or picked up by a bird. Like, they could have done anything with it. The fact that they had Ishigami pick it up and Ishigami give it to Miko, of course it created the joke of Miko for a second thinking she was being confessed to, and also Miko like looking at the heart and having that, you know, beautiful moment with the heart. But you could have had that beautiful moment with anything. So the fact that she has that now, I feel like that's got to come back into it. So, but I don't know how. If Ishigami was keeping it, I would have thought, oh, okay, so that's for him and Tsubume. And so, yeah, he'll use that to do a proper confession to her. But he didn't keep it. He gave it to Miko. But Miko is not in a love story as far as I know. Yeah, no, she's not, because she wants her prince. And I don't think that that Aka is setting up a Miko Ishigami thing. I know people ship Miko and Ishigami together a lot, and I know that Aka's aware that people ship them together a lot because it's also poked fun at in the show quite a lot, and it's an obvious sort of pairing because they're two characters that like take care of each other a lot and are very similar to one another. So of course people would pair them up. But I do want Ishigami to be with Tsubame, and I don't think Miko needs to I'm gonna say settle for Ishigami. I know it's not settling because Ishigami's a great guy, but I don't think that's what she's looking for. I don't think Miko needs to find a prince, like someone who lives up to that. But I would like for them to introduce someone who feels right for Miko, you know? Now, I know not every character needs a relationship by the end. And I feel like Chika's not going to get a relationship by the end. But she's so obsessed with love as well, it wouldn't surprise me if... It would be kind of funny if in the very last episode of Kaguya-sama ever, Chika just shows up with a random guy we've never seen before and is like, this is my husband. Because it would just be like, you know, she's the love person and she's so impulsive, you know, that she would just be like... Yeah, she would just be like, yeah, I'm getting married to this guy, I like him. And it would be very in character for Chika, and, you know, maybe he'd be a great guy and she'd be happy, so it wouldn't matter. And we got some Hayasaka, like, longing for, you know, we found out more and more how sort of jealous she is of Kaguya's love. Not jealous in a spiteful way, but just, you know, it hurts because she wants something like that. And so it was really sweet this episode to see that she was like asking Kaguya questions, especially when Hayasaka's normally got the high ground. Hayasaka's normally the one who's in the know about everything, and in this situation, Kaguya now has more experience than Hayasaka. So, as far as we know, I don't think Hayasaka's had any relationships in the past. I mean, I think she's been working for the Shinomiya family for a lot of her life, so I doubt she's had much opportunity to. So yeah, that was just really sweet to see. So, I'll do a very quick wrap up of the entire season. Ultra Romantic was an incredible season. I love the fact that the show continues to change the status quo of the characters every single season. Continue to do that. It pushes forward. It gets new characters into the story that feel like they should have been there all along, and maybe feel like they have been there all along. Tsubame feels like an integral part of this show. Maki feels like an incredibly important character, even though she's only been like had lines basically in this past season. Same with Tsubame. Miko feels like she's been there since the very start, in the very first episode. She hasn't. She came in partway through season 2. Even Ishigami feels like he's absolutely integral, and it took him 4 episodes or something to show up in the show, you know? These are characters that, it just, as it goes on, they bring in these amazing characters and they just change the way that the show goes. So I wouldn't be surprised if, as the show goes on more, we get even more. I mean, they've slowly started to get Momo into the show a little bit, only a tiny bit. She barely had any place in this season. I'm sure casual viewers probably would completely forget that Momo exists. And so, but she exists, and I feel like they're setting her up to be an important character because they even gave her like a little bit of focus with the principal and stuff. So yeah, I think she's going to be important at some point. And I'm pretty sure, I can't remember what her name is off the top of my head, but I'm pretty sure they got a pretty like amazing voice actress to play Momo, and I don't think they'd do that if she was just like a one-line character, you know? So yeah, this was a great season. I don't like to rank seasons against each other, so I'm not going to. I'm not going to say like this season was better than this season or the previous season was better or whatever. It's not the show is a package in its own, right? The seasons are arbitrary cutoff points, but the show is a whole singular package, and I'm taking it as that. This was an incredible continuation of the story, and this continues to be one of my top anime of all time. I'm so sad that it's over, that this season is over. And I hope that when I stop recording this video, I can go on Reddit and see Kaguya-sama Season 4 announced immediately. I don't want to wait too long. I don't want to wait a year to find out if they're doing another season or whatever. I want them to tell me now that there's gonna be more. But incredible. Amazing. If you stuck around for this much of the video, thank you very much. I'm sort of losing my voice a little bit at this point, and it's very late at night. I'm going to be staying up even later to try to edit this video so that I can get it up tomorrow. So please, if you did enjoy my video, please reward me for my efforts. I am going to be putting a lot of my actual real life health into getting this video out because it's a double episode, and it also had extra discussion because of how important it was. So please make sure to, if you enjoyed the video, please like the video. Please comment down below saying that you liked it, saying what you liked about the episode, suggestions for the channel, all that sort of stuff. And if you like my videos at all, subscribing is an absolutely massive help. You have no idea how much it can help the channel. Just to have that number going up, the more it goes up, the better I can make the videos in the future. So please make sure to subscribe. Check out the other videos on my channel. I'm going to be doing a lot of different series. The new anime season is starting. You can be sure that I'm going to be picking up some of the shows in the new anime season. I'm trying to keep up to date with many of the shows that I'm interested in. And while I'm at it, follow me on Twitter as well. You can find it in my description, I think. I'm Gent Watches on Twitter, so you can find me there. But thank you very much for joining me for Kaguya-sama Season 3. I am so sad to see it over, but it was an amazing ride. So thank you very much, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye.